Alright, Scorpios, here's September 2026 message cheat code. Alright, so, and if you are not already subscribed to my channel, so hit the subscribe button and subscribe to this channel, Black Nerd Tarot. And actually, those people new to my channel, you get to see the expertise, alright, in action. This new, I guess, thing I'm doing now. Complete system, 2 books. I'll read you your messages, channeled messages, and then prompts created by ChatGPT. But in the future, they'll be made by me, so even more powerful. But yes, so you'll actually have your message for September, your cheat code for this month within 2 minutes. So you can actually leave the video after I say all this. And stay if you want more amazing words, you know. Tailor-made perspectives. Yes, tailor-made perspective, Scorpio. So it says for September 2026, Scorpio, the truth is, you are good to move in all spaces. Move smoothly through all this. That's all I wrote. That's all I wrote. And then since you can see Sagittarius' message says trust. Give your trust back to your world and others who show up. It says give others a chance to amaze you. Give others a chance to amaze you. And now here are the prompts we're about to read on. 3 powerful questions to help you fully download that message. First question is, can I remain myself while fully encountering another person? So can I remain myself while fully encountering another person? And does intensity mean danger, or does it simply mean depth? So that may mean you'll be running into situations you'll confuse for danger, when depth, you know, patience can help you see it as depth, or a test, a little test. Here we go. Alright, here we go. So this is about fully encountering another person. Can I remain myself while fully encountering another person? And does intensity mean danger or simply depth? So 3 cards I'm about to draw will help me discuss this first question. So can you encounter another person can you remain yourself while encountering another person? The answer would just really be, all you're facing is I want to say your true feelings of yourself, your true, you know, power in yourself. So you have a hard time just standing in this. This is how you feel standing in this situation. This is how fast you run to this true feeling of yourself. This is the idea mentality, and this is you know, how you move in action. So hopefully that makes sense. The answer is you're just going to see step by step if you're really ruled by presence or being ruled by, you know, your subconscious. So this card's about how you program yourself, represented by Pisces, but that was the whole secret understanding. Every second you're really programming yourself, and I said for last month for Cancer, you know, I wrote it. I said it was so helpful too, so deep. Be better to yourself and dare to be tranquil. Yes, believe you and others are aligned. So daring to be tranquil. When you feel these emotions, tell you it's something you gotta worry about. So is it danger? Is it simply depth? It really, these 4 cards answer the two questions. Because once you know it's coming from your emotions, your subconscious memory bank, right? Then you understand, I gotta hold it down a little more. I need more information. So we're trying to catch ourselves in the heat of the moment. That's where all the expertise is at. In the heat of the moment, you get out of this attitude. This is when you're being ruled by the attitude. So in the heat of the moment, you drop this feeling. The sun and the moon's out. That's pretty good. The sun and the moon is out. So when you feel this vibe, you're able to drop that reaction in time. So hopefully I'm speaking clear enough. But yeah, that's what you do. Just know you're still ruled by this feeling of yourself. You know? So the answer I would write, can I remain myself while fully encountering another person? This is the power of working on yourself, and then when you meet somebody in a relationship, or you want to connect with in a relationship, hopefully you know yourself truly to know what parts you gotta hold down for a bigger situation or connection. So the answer is yes, you can remain yourself. That's how you see yourself. Yes, you can remain yourself. Also, I write yes. This helps you, find parts of yourself that need more attention, more trust. So, you got to trust more in these parts of yourself. I'll put trust and attention. But I guess you can give this to people as well, trust and attention. So, same thing. Does intensity mean danger or simply depth? It probably means new territory. I'll put it means ... new territory. And new territory. So new territory. So now we're on to the second question. So when you feel nervous or like, oh damn, I'm really putting myself out there, we're just in new territory. Now we're on to the second question. What am I protecting that is no longer what am I protecting that I no longer need to protect? What am I protecting? And then Virgo's message came out. So let me read their prompt real quick too. Their channeled message. Virgo's message for September 2026 says, keep trust in your ability to find solutions through your perceived setbacks. Don't allow your senses to make you lose hope. It's working out great. Smooth sailing now. So, yes. Yep. So let's get on to the second question. Yeah, disclaimer. If the air conditioner is really loud, you should be able to hear me over the air conditioner. The second question, what am I protecting that I no longer need to protect? Very good question. What am I protecting that I no longer need to protect? Just these 3 cards. Whatever potential is growing, you have to keep training yourself to keep trusting, to keep growing. It's beautiful to even get to these degrees. That's why I like degrees. It's probably a healthier way to wean yourself off something or slowly shift your mentality. Slowly start building more trust. Trust in yourself and in others should be built slowly because, with time it becomes something very confident and strong. So you really just gotta keep giving it time and let it get stronger. Let it be more revealed that you're clearly connected to this, and it's living. It's a living situation. You're giving, it's been given more life. So, okay, all these cards to me communicate life being given. You know, space, oxygen. You know, belief, trust, all that good energy. So this is what's just evident, and it's probably healthier to just slowly but surely get your grips off that if you're able to. But the degrees is what I like, to finally fully get to just trusting it's working out. You know, this shows up, but it leaves at some point, and then you're just full energy, just full belief, full acceptance. So you got to be extreme anyway, because if you're doing the work, you get the point. You know. So Leo coming out, probably the positive attitude, because with the sun being upright, it's a great use of your attitude. It's realization, you know, about the potential of yourself, seeing the potential of yourself. So wanting to protect that and keep this belief in it, you know, it's strong enough to stand on its own. Really, that's what it really means. It doesn't need protecting, because now it's nurtured enough to actually be its own expression, you know. So you don't need to protect your identity. You don't need to protect yourself in this new phase, because I was saying this for Virgo, forgive me, Scorpio. You know, for Virgo, their whole point is you're so resourceful. You know, I'm gonna just read it. We'll get to the point quick enough, forgive me. It's about recognizing, yes, recognizing a connection, resourceful enough to reach your depths. Okay. What if my ability to adapt and solve problems is greater than the circumstances? So that's what it was, really. Like, you're so adaptable, you can afford risking your heart, because you'll just adapt and take the blow, because taking the lick actually serves you in the end. I mean, it makes you stronger. So to where if the lick comes, or if it's a good outcome, all right, I'm still gonna react the same, trust the same. You still got to go through the experience. So all that shit to say, what are you not needing to protect anymore? Yourself. What are you protecting that you don't need to protect anymore is yourself. You go through so much, you're strong enough to keep going through it. And that's what it is. It's unfortunate and it's fortunate you're strong enough because you kept going through it. So you can't complain anymore, because you've been here long enough to stand up. So at some point you got to quit complaining, because you're going through it. So you no longer got to protect yourself, because this being your identity, I mean, you can honestly look at yourself and go, I can withstand it. You know, that's what it is, realization. I have a strong trust in that idea. Next question. I want to compare to other majors, but let me keep it simple. What would emotional power look like if it meant remaining steady instead of guarded? And that's what it comes down to. Remaining steady is the answer. I mean, you know, I was watching all these old HBO, you know, shows, but people critique the episodes, you know, The Sopranos or The Wire. And I never fully watched these shows. I like watching people critique them, because they have a fascinating perspective I would have never looked at if I just watched it. Like, that's one thing I like, you know. It's really educational. If people act good enough, they could be believable mentalities in life we could have. And so that's one thing I like about acting. If you're really truly acting, you're actually probably really being a true character. So much you might be able to get info about parts of ourselves. So one fascinating thing. Anyway, before I lose myself. Yes, remaining steady. All the leaders who lived in those shows, they remained boring and steady and left themselves out of it. They treated their character like it was a business. And that's Aquarius' message, actually. Each person who remained, they did not care about their name, anyone, making fun of them. The steadiness and the silence and the smooth operation is the power. So, and truly, Scorpio can embody that if you get out of our feelings. So, me being a Gemini moon, it's unfair because I'm learning time and time again. You just lose these emotions, or just don't give them so much belief. Give them a stage so they have space, but you gotta believe it can work out. What would emotional power look like if it meant remaining steady instead of guarded? You find out how all this stuff gave you a strong mental, emotional fortitude, almost like you're supposed to go through this to prove you've been through it all and it's nothing. So you go through it so much, this is truly nothing. You'll see, because it's about finding ways to benefit in the face of things that seem like they're disrespecting you, doing you bad. That's what true power, to know the subtle difference in the heat of the moment if you're actually capitalizing, winning, or someone's, finessing you. So, but you have to have a strong control of these emotions, these nerves, because it's a thin line between some of these levels. It just becomes a thin line between going off and just keeping it smooth. So the characters that look boring stayed out the way, didn't care about people knowing their name. They managed to make it. So it's funny. Yeah. Staying steady reveals more information. Staying steady reveals information. So, yeah, me truly, before I get onto the Celtic cross and end this video, I'm getting in a nice sweet spot of speaking and feeling. Me personally, though, life starts revealing information. What do you do? I'm losing track of what I'm trying to say right now. It's so much. Fuck. Oh well. Well, yes, that's what it is. If someone does me dirty, if I gave nothing but good energy, it helps me let go easier because nothing was really left behind. So the more, me growing up, I would have hated this mentality because it means I'm being vulnerable. But the reality of it is, you give it yourself, whatever happens, you are so free. That's what's so scary about it, because you give it yourself truly. You can really, when you leave it all on the stage, you can really leave it all behind. So here's the Celtic cross. Present energy. Challenge. Detail number 1. Detail number 2. Detail number 3. Oh, nice. Got Aries and Scorpio in the spread. So read these together. 1, 2, and 3. And with Emperor being in reverse, that's usually why being steady helps, because you just get the information. Let the information be revealed. Don't worry about your name or character not looking like it has control or power or expertise. Motion. You ain't got no motion. here's what's affecting you. Because this is how you remain powerful. When you look weak, be okay with it, you know. I should read Aquarius' message. Here's how people see you. So it looks like remaining steady is a response to whatever this is. And this is a perfect remaining steady card in this position. Remaining steady is ignoring. I see this as ignoring information. Right now we're in the investing stage, and being so clear on where you're at isn't important. Just keep showing up to the system, you know, to the situation you're trying to see. Another card indicating holding it down, you know, staying here despite the feeling. In this position, the card in this position, your emotions are not being moved. So staying steady looks like it is a clear answer right now. Emperor being in reverse, Aries being, Mars being in Neptune. My bad. Mars being and Neptune being, it's Saturn. It's Saturn and Neptune being in Aries. Ruled by Mars. Anyway, it's really the Neptune being in Aries with Saturn. Things they're hazy and not clear, so you necessarily standing on business forcefully or, you know, very vocally or expressing clearly may not be needed. You may get more work done staying steady, so holding down. But understand, people see you as really feeling it because you're probably looking at the information, what it means about you and other people, when in fact, this is a great opportunity to just let information be revealed. We're just letting it be revealed now. So that's great. Video's done. I'll say I got all the ideas I wanted to express. It's just you got to be patient enough to take them in because they are cheat codes. They are tailor-made for this month. The perspectives are tailor-made for what you're going to go through this month, Scorpio. Dare I say. So yes. So I'll read Aries' message real quick. I'll read Aries and Aquarius and then probably Mercury. So Aries' message for September says, remain yourself, go through your day like nothing is different. We are smoothing out our trust in ourselves. Our emotions must give others a stage to get involved. You are important to others, know this. Now, remember, Emperor's in reverse, so this message, you may have an issue remaining yourself and going through your day like nothing is different. And reminder, we're not at odds with people because they're characters we need to give a stage to get involved for life to move forward. So, you know, I guess that's the beauty of having people we assume are oppositions. They're just characters we stay steady long enough, we might have a better connection to or a deeper depth with. Now the next message is Gemini. Success is here. Trust in not being stuck in your current predicament. Don't be fooled by the senses. Success is here. As long as you know this, it doesn't matter. So then that means things may take you out of understanding you're already in the successful situation. So here's Taurus. I'll read Taurus and then Aquarius, and that's it. Taurus, September 2026. All you need to do is be receptive to help. Don't worry about others. Don't worry about what others are dealing with in their own relationships. Allow yourself to benefit. Don't worry about under the surface. Okay. Yes, Cancer's message is no, it is turning out way better than expected. Leo's message was Leo's message was keep trusting your relationships even when it's unclear. Details don't matter this month. Don't believe in what it feels like or looks like. I already read Virgo's message to you. I'll read it again. Keep trust in your ability to find solutions through your perceived setbacks. Don't allow your senses to make you lose hope. It's working out great, smooth sailing now. So now let's read Aquarius. Remain secure in your being. Seek to bridge all gaps. Don't insert emotion. Be professional. Treat your character like it's a business. As in, don't bring emotion into it at all. Know there is a way to make this function smoothly and unorthodoxly. So it is going to be a new creation, Staying steady could help you even work together with this creation or with this idea. If we're steady enough, we can catch the clues to make this work into something powerful. So let me get off the camera. I've read enough of these words. So there you go. And I'll read Libras before I get off the camera. It says, don't trust in your insecure view or reactions. Move past the senses. A lot of signs have messages about the senses, getting past the senses. So interesting. So you are armed, Scorpio. Hopefully you write something down that stuck out to you. Remember the quotes. Because now you have a full perspective to go to your month armed, ready for what the day throws at you. Your emotions are armed. So thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. So you got the message in the first 5 minutes. You watch the full video. It is downloaded within you now. You have a response to the day's challenges. Later, y'all. Show love, subscribe for more of these powerful, potent messages. I drop every month before the month ends, so you get prepared for the next month. So until you and then eventually you'll just be acing your whole year, accessing yourself, accessing parts of yourself you didn't know. So later, this is powerful, and it's so simple. That's where the power is at. It's simple. Might as well keep it simple and become powerful. So later.